Caitlin Clark wowed us again. Did you catch that step back? She played an incredible game, made history, and broke records, but the Fever still lost. Yes, you heard that right. Clark scored 29 points and shined in many stats, yet it wasn't enough. The Fever lost, 89-84. So, what's happening? Caitlin dominated, but they didn't win. Is Coach Christie Sides making the right decisions? The Fever's defense is a big problem, and we haven't even touched on the U.S. Olympic team. Are they kicking themselves for not calling up Clark? Before we dive into the exciting details about the WNBA, we noticed something surprising. Only 0.1% of our viewers have subscribed to our channel. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Your support motivates us to keep creating content you'll love. Let's dive into Caitlin Clark's phenomenal game. She was on fire, racking up 29 points. Yes, 29, and that's not all. She also had 13 assists, showing she's a team player who makes everyone better. Clark's defense was off the charts too, with 5 steals and 3 blocks. As a point guard, that's incredible. The fourth quarter was her time to shine, scoring 15 of her 29 points and nearly leading a heroic comeback. She also grabbed 5 rebounds and nailed 5 three-pointers, electrifying the crowd. Listing her stats is exhausting because she did it all. In the end, Caitlin Clark proved why she's one of the most exciting players in the WNBA today. Even on a tough day for the team, she stood out. Stick around as we break down her game and more in this video. Now, let's be real. Despite Clark's amazing performance, the Fever lost. Frustrating, right? So, what's the issue? Do the Fever need more help for Clark, or is it the coaching staff? In the crucial last quarter, Coach Sides made a puzzling decision. Clark was on fire, scoring 15 points in that quarter alone, but Sides used her as a decoy to free up Kelsey Mitchell for 3-pointers. The problem? Mitchell was 0 for 8 on 3-pointers that game, 0 for 8. With the team down by 5 and only 20 seconds left, Sides stuck with this strategy. I get it. Mitchell is a great player, but she wasn't hitting her shots. Why not keep riding Clark's momentum? She was unstoppable, hitting 5 of 9 3-pointers. This coaching choice left everyone wondering, is it time for a change? Let's break down what happened and what the Fever need to do next. One more concern that got me thinking was the defense. Throughout the game, Coach Sides struggled to adapt the defensive strategy. The Fever left the Mystics players wide open for cuts and shots. The only standout defensively was Lexi Hull, especially in the final quarter. Look, I'm a big fan of the Fever and Clark, but we can't brush these issues aside. It seems like Sides is struggling to find her footing. She's got a star player in Clark, but it feels like she's not fully utilizing her potential. Let's delve into these challenges and discuss what needs to change. Let's talk about Clark's turnovers straight up. She recently set a record no rookie wants, 127 turnovers in just 23 WNBA games, surpassing Nikki McCrae's 126 in 29 games. Sounds rough, doesn't it? But let's break it down. Clark is playing at an incredible level overall. She leads the league with an average of 5.5 turnovers per game, which is 1.7 more than the second highest. It's simple math. The more you handle the ball, the more chances there are for turnovers. Even WNBA legends have high turnover numbers. For instance, in the NBA, LeBron James has over 5,000. Clark's game is about taking risks and making things happen, like those daring passes that don't always connect, but when they do, it's pure magic. Remember, she's still a rookie learning the ropes, adjusting to the pro game, and sometimes dealing with teammates' positioning issues. With time, she'll iron out those kinks. Despite the turnovers, Clark is dominating. She's already an all-star, setting positive records and becoming a face of the league. She's easily the most thrilling player in the WNBA right now. All right, let's break it down. Yes, Clark's turnover record is just a blip in her promising career. There's so much more ahead for her. Now, on to the tough stuff, the Fever's defensive struggles and other team errors. Honestly, the Fever's defense in this game was tough to watch, especially in the first 3 quarters. Off-ball defense? Weak. Mystics players had too much freedom to move and shoot. Even stars like Clark, Mitchell, and Smith had trouble with their marks. Clark shines on offense, but there's work to do on defense. Aaliyah Boston had a rough go too, with that flagrant foul costing us dearly. It's tough when frustration affects gameplay. Turnovers were another headache, totaling 23 and giving the Mystics easy points. It's like handing them a whole quarter's worth of chances. And rebounds? Oof. We only grabbed 2 offensive rebounds, while the Mystics snagged 10. That means fewer chances for us to score again and again, and more for them. Stay tuned as we dissect this game further. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how the Fever can bounce back strong. But not everything was bleak. The last quarter proved the team's resilience. Clark led a remarkable comeback, nearly flipping the game on its head. It shows the Fever's potential. They've got talent, but need to tighten up a few areas. With better consistency on defense and fewer mistakes, this team could make waves. Despite this setback, Caitlin Clark's impact persists. The WNBA is witnessing her incredible potential, despite the challenges we've discussed. Sure, Clark faced turnover issues, but let's face it, she's changing the game. She's the first rookie ever to pull off a triple-double. That's mind-blowing, and it doesn't stop there. Clark reached 300 points, 100 assists, and 100 rebounds faster than anyone in WNBA history. She's making history look effortless. Clark's impact goes beyond just numbers. Fever game tickets are selling out, and TV viewership is soaring, all thanks to her. She's putting the spotlight on the WNBA like never before. Here's the kicker. In a league filled with seasoned pros, Clark has already earned her spot among the elite. That's serious respect right there. Sure, there are hurdles ahead. Defense needs tightening, and turnovers need cutting. But picture this. Once she fully adjusts and gets some solid backup from the Fever, it'll be unbelievable. Clark's potential is off the charts. She's smashing records already. Imagine what she'll achieve in a few years. She's on track to be one of the WNBA's all-time greats. And the best part? Clark is inspiring a whole new generation of girls. They're seeing her shine and dreaming big. So, despite the challenges, the future looks bright for Clark and the Fever. She's not just playing the game, she's changing it. As the season rolls on, the Fever must act fast. With Clark leading the charge, they have a shot at turning things around, but the clock is ticking. How will they tackle these defensive woes? Will Coach Christie Sides tweak the strategy? And Clark, how will she handle the pressure of being the team's star and cut down on turnovers? The next game is make or break. If the Fever doesn't bounce back soon, their playoff hopes could slip away. Clark will need to step up even more, if that's possible. Plus, rival teams are studying Clark's every move. They'll start planning specific defenses against her. How will she respond? The pressure is building. Every game is now a must-win for the Fever. Clark must maintain her incredible performance while lifting her teammates. Can she handle the heat? Will the Fever give her the support she needs? Stay tuned for these thrilling matchups ahead. And here's the big question. Is the U.S. Olympic coaching staff kicking themselves for not picking Clark? Just picture her making those jaw-dropping plays in the national team jersey. It would be incredible. I'm sure they're having second thoughts. Now, I want to hear from you. Should Christie Sides be let go? Does the Fever need more support for Caitlin? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked this analysis, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more updates on the WNBA season. See you in the next video.